When Laura was getting ready to leave that evening, there was something unsettling about the calm way she slipped on her heels by the door. "Don't wait up for me," she said lightly, flashing a small smile as she picked up her purse. I nodded, but her tone lingered in my mind, pressing against my chest like a weight. She'd mentioned a casual get-together with her colleagues, but I already knew Jake, her new co-worker, would be there. Lately, she had been different. Her phone never left her hand, but was always face down. There were late-night messages followed by soft laughter and sudden attention to how she looked before work events. I wasn't suspicious by nature, but there's a fine line between trust and denial. And that night, something inside me told me the truth was already unfolding. As she turned to leave, I decided to say something that would test her composure. "Have fun with Jake," I said evenly. Her hand froze on the doorknob. She turned slightly, the color fading from her face. "What?" she asked, barely above a whisper. "You heard me," I replied calmly. "You don't need to pretend anymore. I know who you're really meeting." For a long second, she didn't move. Then she muttered something about me being paranoid and slammed the door behind her. The sound echoed through the house, leaving behind a silence that felt alive with anger, hurt, and disbelief. I didn't run after her. I just sat there, motionless, trying to untangle the storm in my chest. Then I remembered the location app we'd installed for safety reasons, something she must have forgotten about. I opened it and watched her little move across the screen. It didn't head toward the restaurant she mentioned. It stopped at a hotel across town. My heart sank. I didn't call. I didn't text. I just stared at that glowing, realizing the truth was quieter and crueler than I ever imagined. Eventually, I got up and began to pack a small bag. Not because I planned to leave for good. I just needed space to breathe. Every framed photo on the wall looked like a lie now. Every laugh frozen, and those pictures felt tainted. An hour passed before her message arrived. "You still up?" I ignored it. Then another. "I'm sorry if I upset you earlier. It's just work stuff." Still, I said nothing. The silence was louder than any accusation. Her call came next, her voice trembling. "Why did you say that about Jake? What do you know?" "Enough," I said quietly. "Enough to know you weren't where you said you'd be." The line went still. I could hear her breathing quicken before the call ended. A few minutes later, I saw her location moving again, fast, heading home. When the door opened, she rushed in, hair disheveled, eyes wide with panic. "It's not what you think," she said instantly, desperation in her tone. I raised my voice. "Then tell me what it is, Laura. You went to a hotel with him. Do you really expect me to believe it's work-related?" Her lips quivered, and tears gathered at the edges of her eyes. "It was stupid," she whispered. "Nothing happened. I just wanted attention." In that moment, I saw how far apart we'd grown. The woman who used to make me laugh and calm my storms now stood in front of me like a stranger, begging for forgiveness that no longer fit between us. I didn't argue. I didn't curse her. I simply said, "You can't rebuild what you stopped respecting." She cried through the night, apologizing again and again, but I stayed silent. Sometimes silence cuts deeper than words ever could. She ended up falling asleep on the couch, the same couch where I had once proposed to her. The irony was bitter. Over the next few days, she tried everything, messages, dinners, gestures, as if affection could patch over betrayal. But I had already made my choice. Trust doesn't return once it's shattered. It remains fragile, cracked beyond repair. When I told her I needed time away, she didn't resist. Maybe she finally understood that some wounds can't be undone. I left with only a small bag and a calm heart. I didn't want revenge. Her guilt was punishment enough. Sometimes the truth doesn't need a fight, just a single sentence to reveal itself. "Enjoy your time with Jake." Those 5 words were enough to break the illusion. They were the mirror she couldn't bear to face, reflecting exactly what she had become.